Chapter 8. This isn't fun anymore. Gemma spent the evening reading magazines about famous people. She looked at their beautiful clothes and their amazing holidays, and she dreamed that she lived like them. She thought about arriving at a top restaurant with hundreds of people and photographers outside. What will I wear to the competition? She thought suddenly. So she spent the rest of the evening choosing the right clothes and doing her hair. She called Amy to ask what she wanted to wear, but there was no answer. Gemma's homework books stayed in her bag, and she didn't practice for the competition at all. At school the next day, Amy left every class quickly, without waiting. Amy didn't want to talk to her, Gemma knew. It wasn't a nice feeling. At lunchtime, Gemma was walking past the music room. She stopped when she heard someone singing. It was Amy. Why is Amy practicing without me? Gemma thought, sad again that Amy didn't want to spend time with her. She listened at the door. Amy really did have a very beautiful voice. For a minute, Gemma felt angry. It's not fair, she thought. I want to hear my voice the way everyone else can hear it. That's great, Amy, Gemma heard Mrs. Hawkins say. But it's not as good as Gemma, is it? Said Amy. Don't think like that, said Mrs. Hawkins. You're both great, but your voices are different. Just practice and do your best. That's all anyone can do. I've always loved singing, but now I feel I'm not good enough. Gemma didn't practice, but she sings amazingly now, said Amy. You are good enough, but you have to work hard too. Gemma probably practices every night, and you just don't know about it. Gemma didn't want to listen anymore. Mrs. Hawkins was wrong. Gemma didn't practice singing or even the piano now. Am I enjoying playing and singing? She thought as she walked away. I can't hear that my voice is amazing when I sing. She took out her phone and started to send a message to Amy. She wanted to say something to make Amy feel better, but she didn't know what to write. 2 boys walked past, and she saw them looking at her phone. That's the phone I told you about, one of the boys told his friend. Gemma quickly put the phone in her pocket. It's just a phone, she said loudly. The boys both laughed. You've got to hear the story of how she got the phone, said the boy. It's so cool. Gemma was so bored of telling this stupid story. It wasn't cool. She wasn't enjoying the phone at all now. It was like singing and playing the piano and playing tennis. She wasn't even enjoying getting A's all the time. Nothing was special for her, only for other people. Spending time with Robert is fun, she thought. But was it? They always played tennis, and that was all he cared about. Gemma didn't know what to think. It was making her tired. In English, Gemma sat next to Amy. Do you want to practice our song after school? Asked Gemma at the end of the lesson. I'm sure you've got better things to do, said Amy. Robert is probably waiting for you to play tennis. I can play later, said Gemma quickly. Well, I'm busy, said Amy. Oh, okay, said Gemma, but she didn't feel okay. What about at the weekend? The competition is on Monday, so we have to practice. Why do you want me to do so much practice? Asked Amy. You don't need to practice. I just wanted to practice together too, Gemma said carefully. To see if I'm good enough, you mean? said Amy angrily. No, Gemma started to say, but Amy just walked away.